Thanks for coming and joining our new adventure. This is Alex, I'm Joe, and then this is the Electric Road Show. We're going to be showing you different premium boards on the market. Baja, Trampa, we've got LaCroix, we got BioBoards.
We're going to show them a piece of every top board on the market. We're going to show them in places that they've never been, places on their bucket list, like Joshua Tree.
We're also going to be doing interviews with business owners, such as
Metroboard, Hoyt, Skate Castle,
yep, Chai Batteries,
Ernesto at Kaly.
Yep. So we've got a whole line of awesome adventures to show you guys. So thanks for joining in. And this is the Electric Road Show.
So this road is completely closed to traffic, so we got this to ourselves.
Hell yeah.
And we're about to find out what all-terrain skateboards are all about.
Well, what is an actual all-terrain skateboard?
I mean, there's all-terrain skateboards, and then there's all-terrain skateboards.
And there's companies that claim to be all-terrain.
Yeah, I mean, you throw some pneumatic wheels on, and suddenly it's an all-terrain skateboard, but what does that really mean? I mean, can you really go all-terrain with these wheels?
I mean, we have BajaBoard here.
Now, if anything's going to do all-terrain, this is going to do it. There's nothing that tops this.
And then the Trampa.
And then we've got the Trampa. So here we've got a four-wheel drive setup, and it's independent suspension.
I mean, whenever you're like cruising along, it's like you're, I don't know, it's like it's a weird like a hover. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you're bouncing around. Yeah, you're bouncing around like on a jalopy.
Yeah, jalopy.
But you're able to take like every rock and turn, and like nothing stops it.
It's crazy.
And you've got four-wheel traction, and oddly enough, I think that these thin, skinny wheels do better on the sand than those do, especially with the four-wheel drive. So let's test that out and find out.
So what do you think about the Trampa?
I was impressed with it. I thought it was going to bog down already. So far so good. It was smooth sailing on these.
Hell yeah.
These roads. What about this? How did it handle on the sand?
I mean, it was a little slippery on certain areas. There were like, but I'm just getting used to it. So, I'm trying different boards, and this is a whole different animal.
We're getting started easy here because this is all relatively recently rained on, so the ground's nice and hard.
Hell yeah.
There's not a lot of loose sand, but you're going to come in probably a couple patches of some sand.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, let's find out what an actual all-terrain board is.
Let's do it.
What would have been really funny is if he would have busted his ass right there. Oh, he ate shit. No. What happened there?
I hit that little bit of washboard patch back there.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I just gotta catch my breath here.
What's your thoughts?
Whew. Yeah. Yeah.
No way.
That's as far as this goes. The Trampa has met its match. This is really soft sand here.
Baja did it great.
Yeah, Baja just sailed right through like it was nothing. Woo.
I'll turn around.
Okay.
You hear that? We're the champions. Screw that guy. See that? Bad bitch.
Yeah.
That's in.
Yeah, you gotta pick your route. But yeah.
Nope.
All right, Trampa, you can do it. Uh-oh. Come on, you can do it.
Oh. Hey, Alex. Okay. So that was crazy. I was riding the Baja board and basically it just belts broke. 2 belts broke and it bogged down in the sand. The Trampa made it all the way back to the car, but damn dude, that sucked. So I gotta go pick up Alex right now, but pretty crazy shit, man. That was a fucking blast, taking those boards off-roading like that. I mean, look at this shit right here. My car is all fucking bouncy. So you can see, especially like right here, that was no joke. So I mean, we put these boards to the test. I mean, we really put these boards to the test. So technically, I mean, they're both an off-road all-terrain board. Which one performs better? I mean, the Trampa made it all the way. If the Baja belts wouldn't have broke and the motor wouldn't have seized up, then we would have been next to each other and tied. So, I don't know. Yeah, there he is. So this is basically where we died. How you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. The electric roadshow is not without its perils.
Yeah, no shit. You know, that's why we have cars. Yeah. But we did make it through all of this. So, I mean, like I said, you be the judge. Or the jury. Whatever you want. Grab that. And then I'm gonna spin this bitch around, considering that motor's not working. And then we'll roll it. The walk of shame! Walk of shame! Yeah, that's right, the walk of fucking shame. But it's cool. I had fun. Did you have fun, Alex?
Dude, I had a blast. That was fucking awesome.
That's a... Oh, hold on. I got it on the 360 camera, but you know where you ate shit?
Yeah?
I did the same fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't eat shit, but I ran off the fucking board.
Oh, no shit. That's funny.
Yeah, dude. That was crazy.
So, I mean, we pushed those boards pretty hard.
That's what I was saying on the way.
I wasn't slowing down, and I ate shit.
Yeah.
And you plowed right into a sand dune.
Yeah, basically. And tore up the board. So, I mean, if I wouldn't have tore up the board, I feel that the Baja all around was a better handling board on all the different terrains that we just went through. The hard packed, the loose, until I hit that sand. But I made through. I beat you through it the first time. Yeah. But then I got cocky.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, fuck you, man, I did it.
And so which board actually won the day?
I'm gonna let them decide. I mean,
I gotta say the Trampa actually made it back to the car.
It did.
So
I mean,
it's really interesting. I noticed that the Trampa has those screen meshes over the motors.
And that probably saved it.
And I wonder if that keeps the sand out.
Yeah.
And that saved the fucking motors, because the motors on the Baja are seized.
Totally.
When that went into the sand, it sucked up all that sand, all the metal in that sand.
Yeah.
And so that motor's got to get cleaned out. Everything's got to get cleaned out of that Baja board.
Yeah. And then we got to put a new belt on it. 2 new belts.
Well, yeah, new belts, but we got to tear that thing down and get the sand all out of it.
That's gonna be a bitch.
It is gonna be a bitch. And
That's
you know who's gonna do that?
This guy.
Probably me.
This guy.
I'm probably gonna.
Because I'm going on the road.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can see like them. Oh,
that's the wash.
This is where we ate shit. That's where we both ate shit. Like you ate more shit than I ate.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, all terrain, but there's other companies out there that claim all terrain. You think they could have done this? You think LaCroix could have done this? You think Kaly could have done any of this?
LaCroix, maybe with the right kind of wheels, could have gotten into that, but you don't want to take your LaCroix out on some shit like this.
No.
This is not where you take your LaCroix.
What about some of the other companies that claim that they're leading in the industry? You know?
Well,
I mean, is that really an all-terrain board?
No,
or?
it's a roadie. Most of these off-roads are roadies.
Roadies.
They're roadies.
Hey, you want to splash?
Hell yeah, let's splash.
I'm gonna roll the windows up just a little bit. Ready?
Ready.
Let's have some fun.
Shit.
Nice. Shit. That was pretty intense, dude.
Well, so let's talk about handling. I thought the Trampa did better than I expected, because a 2-wheel drive situation. The thing about it is, once you get the momentum going, it's fine.
I don't know if I like that fucking Trampa remote. It's like it's got this little piece of carbon on there, you're like barely, and then you gotta like lift your finger off and then push it the other side for a brake.
Yeah.
That's a fucking delayed reaction.
It is a bit of a delayed reaction.
When you're on an off-road setting, you don't need delayed reactions.
So you're just saying the response time, not electrically, it's just physically, like ergonomically sluggish.
The Baja board though, I like the remote, but I felt whenever I was going on like looser terrain with the Trampa versus the Baja was more responsive and more comfortable.
Yeah.
I felt like the Trampa at any given time, I would slide out or...
it was a sketch balls type ride. You had to be really on top of it.
Well, you got to really know like how you got to be an expert on the board.
To be honest, that was my first time tearing it up on the Trampa, which is not bad.
It was my first time ever on a Trampa.
And I ate shit. You ran off a couple of times.
Yeah.
The Baja, you didn't eat shit on the Baja.
I've ridden a Baja once in San Diego. The owner of Baja, he came out to San Diego with a couple boards, and he had like a little demo around Mission Bay, and I tried the Baja the first time, and you mentioned last night that on street
it feels goofy.
It does.
It's just goofy.
And that's the very first time I rode it was on street. So putting it into an actual setting what the board is made for, I mean, It's a blast.
Yeah, it's an absolute blast.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
But having it on the street, like if someone's buying it and they don't have an area to ride it, like
it's not a good street
for.
board.
No.
Yeah, it's not like your commuter
No.
board. You figure, well, I got some rough streets I got to go over. I think I'm gonna go with the BajaBoard.
No,
don't do that.
Yeah. But I mean, you would have to have a setting just like the Joshua Tree
or a field in your backyard. You can go duck hunting or whatever. You know, like you can take that sucker.
Yeah, in fucking rural America.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a Baja board would be awesome.
In Alabama, Arkansas, Kansas,
Midwest towns, cities.
Oh yes, dude. You could roam all over your farm and have a blast checking on your cattle and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be the way to do it.
So, one thing that I think we should explain to our viewers is, a little back history on myself, you, and what we've kind of done in what you would consider like the electric skateboarding community, the PEV community, or just in general.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I'm what you might call a hanger-on. Like I've just.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I've clung to the community because it's a cool group of people, and it's a novel thing, right? It's new, it's different, it's fucking cool. I used to dream about something like an electric skateboard years ago. Like really, wanted something like that to happen. And so a buddy of mine worked on one of the first Metro boards. And
so that was your first board?
That was my first board, was a Metro board.
Okay.
Single drive, outrunner motor. And top speed of like 18 miles an hour. And those were the days where it was...
Well, you started out, so I mean...
Still very, very new. It had an infrared remote control.
Dude, I remember the first remote I ever saw for a Metro board. It looked like a Nintendo 64 controller. It was like crazy.
The nunchuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so they, back in those days, they were trying everything they could to figure out how to make these things work.
Yeah.
So, I've been following it pretty much every step of the way.
What year was that?
That was 2015, so
okay.
A little late to the party, but sooner than most,
So what month do you remember?
It was, I bought my board in May. I think I got it in April,
shit.
May.
Okay, so the very first time I stepped on a board was the same year, but 2 months prior.
Okay, yeah. I didn't get mine till mid-year.
Yeah.
And then, a couple months later, I saw the Evolve.
Yeah.
And their, dual setup was something I really wanted. Just the ability to ride all-terrain, right?
Yeah.
So this gets into our conversation about what an all-terrain board is.
Yeah.
They're really roadies, right?
Yeah. It's street to a hard-packed dirt, or if you need to get on you can
do some grass surfing in the park and that kind of stuff like that. But,
But like a technical, like an all-terrain setup, like
on
what we
trails,
just did. Yeah,
trails and stuff.
It's not going to be able to handle, any of that. Yeah, I like your whole concept on it. It's a roadie. It's not an all-terrain board.
Yeah, they're roadies.
Yeah, makes sense. Hello. This week's episode on the Electric Road Show is about the BioBoard. Check it out.
I'm wondering.